Peace, all. This is God I Seer once again, back in here again from the House of Ancestors. And if this your first time here, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Help grow the channel, please. Go ahead and hit the share button. Share this message on your social media. Share it with someone that you know. And if it resonates with you, make sure you hit the like button. And don't hesitate to comment. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, it's good to be back in here. I appreciate you all for listening. So today what I wanted to talk about is the cosmic alignment, spiritual eclipse, cosmic alignment, and spiritual eclipse. So as some of you may know, some of you may not, there's a lot of different planetary changes taking place right now in the cosmos, right? So what's going on right now, basically, for one, the sun's activity is producing a number of solar flares and storms, magnetic storms daily. There were 3 magnetic storms that took place 3 days in a row over this past week. I can't remember the exact dates, but it was a few days ago. That means that more energy is hitting the planet from the sun. The sun's magnetic energy is hitting the planet. Solar flares are hitting the planet and they're getting stronger and stronger. You know what I'm saying? Also, we've had multiple planets in retrograde. Mercury was retrograde. Jupiter, I think, is still in retrograde. We had Venus retrograde a while back here. It's a lot of planets been in retrograde. And also, we just had a solar eclipse. The solar eclipse that just took place just a few days ago. So I wanted to come in and I really wanted to talk about all of these planetary events and what they mean. And again, we talking about cosmic alignment and the spiritual eclipse. We're going to talk about the spiritual side of the eclipse and the shifts. You know what I'm saying? So basically, there's a lot of changes going on a planetary level astrologically. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an astrologist. I never proclaimed to be, but I am, as someone who's always been a metaphysical vessel. I've always been tapped into, the spiritual realm, but I've never been real heavy on astrology as I am now. I'm becoming more and more aware of just how intertwined the astrological aspect is to us. So what I'm saying here is, right now, we talking about the way that these things are affecting the way we feel. So, cosmic alignment. Whenever there's an eclipse, just like there was a solar eclipse, there's a lunar eclipse coming up right behind that one in just I think in about a week, on the 28th, I want to say. Could be wrong. Could be the wrong date, but it's coming up. So I'm saying all that to say that this energy that we feeling right now via the eclipse and the cosmic alignments taking place, what it means for you is that whenever there's an eclipse going on, there are things that you have laying dormant within your energy that you need to deal with. So whenever there's an eclipse, the solar eclipse, the moon actually moved across the sun. It moved in front of the sun. They crossed paths, but the moon, crossed over the sun, if that makes sense. So what that does is it gives it the effect of a ring, but it also illuminates the shadows. So whenever there's an eclipse going on, everything that you have laying in the shadows will come to the surface. When we're talking about the sun, we're talking about the soul. The sun represents the solar plexus, the sun that's inside of you. Your solar plexus represents willpower, strength. You know what I'm saying? Manifestation, ambition, drive, determination. You know what I'm saying? Inspiration. All of these things are represented by your solar plexus. So when we talking about the solar eclipse that has just taken place, this is dealing with your willpower and your ability to manifest, and things will manifest in quick time. But if you have any blockages going on inside your solar plexus, then it has to be pushed out. It's being eclipsed out of your energy. Anything in your energy that does not belong is being eclipsed out of your energy. This is what the eclipse, this is what the planetary cosmic alignments represent. Whenever something is coming to the shadows to be released, anything that you have going on, you're going to feel it inside of you being released. You may feel different things going on inside of you right now because our DNA is upgrading. And in order for you to be able to shift, you have to deal with these things as they come to the surface. So if you still holding on to some grief and some trauma that's trapped inside of your solar plexus or your heart chakra region, you're going to feel some things going on in your body in that area because there's grief, there's trauma that's sitting right there in that area that needs to be released. So if you start feeling heaviness there, you need to work with that energy. Breathe into your solar plexus and slowly exhale and picture and imagine all of that energy that's stuck coming out of you as you affirm. And as you affirm, you need to say the affirmations of, I release whatever it is that's causing you this trauma that you have stored inside of your body. You have to let it out, let it go, and you have to release it with intention. This is what's going on right now when we're talking about solar plexus, talking about the shifts, you know. This is what's going on. That's just an example. So the cosmic alignments is causing us all, those of us who are spiritual, very spiritual people, it's causing us all to go through DNA upgrades. It's causing us all to go through a DNA activation. We are activating right now at this time. You should feel it right now. I'm sure you could feel the shifts. I know that everyone is not on the same frequency, but it's all a journey of the self. Regardless of where you are on your path, you should be feeling these shifts, especially if you're vibrating, if you're someone who's meant to go through this ascension and you know who you are. 9 times out of 10, if you're listening to this message, you're listening to it for a reason. You know, your soul is what led you here. You know, this is about whoever's supposed to be here and get the message. You know, we're not concerned with anything else but that. And so this is what I'm talking about when I say cosmic alignment in the spiritual eclipse. Because whatever goes on out there that you think is out there is in fact going on inside of you. There is no out there. There is only what is inside of you. The only thing that is real is your mind. Everything else is a projection of what you have going on internally. And we are going through this on a collective level. Also, you know, universal law. Nothing is separate. Everything is connected. You know, that's the law. Universal consciousness. So when one of us go through it, we all are going through these changes on you know, in one way or another. Although some of us may be on higher frequencies, there are some people who are descending, who are not ascending. You know, some people are choosing to remain in third density. They are choosing to remain in 3D. You know, they don't want to elevate. They don't want to actually activate, or they're just not ready. You know, there was a point in time when all of us was there at that point. So, you know, I pass no judgment. But we got to take responsibility and accountability for ourselves as to what's going on. So what's going on, again, is our DNA is actually being activated right now, going through an intense upgrade. as we split. You know, the split is taking place. You know what I'm saying? We talk a lot about crossing into the fifth dimension, and you know, there's a lot of talk about that. The late Dr. Delbert Blair, whom I spoke to, listened to years ago, learned from a lot, who crossed over. Rest in peace to Dr. Blair, rest in power. He was probably one of the first people I heard speaking about Earth moving into the fifth dimension. You know what I'm saying? And this was, I know, years ago he spoke about it, and I know from experience that Earth has been shifting now for a long time into the fifth dimension. You know, I know a lot of people just came along in what we call New Age, this New Age community that's probably new to a lot of this information, and they think that this is something that just started. No, this has been going on over a period of time. The Earth has been shifting, but right now it's intensifying. So as the Earth shifts her frequency, you have a choice. You can either ascend and shift your vibration into 5D, what they like to call 5D. You got to pass through 4D to get to 5D. There is no jumping from 3D to 5D without going through 4D. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you're either going to go through that, and if you haven't already been doing it, that window is getting smaller and smaller. So you have to already be doing the work or have made some sort of progress in your ascension in order for you to be able to ascend into this new level of consciousness. Because as you can see, there are so many different planetary alignments taking place right now that is affecting the way we feel, that is affecting the way that we operate. You should be feeling very, very intense energies moving through you right now. You know what I'm saying? It can be a bit overwhelming depending on how tapped in you are. So it's very important that we get our feet on the ground. You know, remain grounded and connect to Gaia. You know, tap in. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's time to tap into that Akasha. You know, tapping into the Akasha, the Akashic records. You know, get out there get out there in the forest, get out in nature. It's time to commune with the plants. You know what I'm saying? Commune with the plant kingdom. Speak to them. They speak back. You know, if you work with fairies, it's a good time to work with these energies. You need to call in all of the energies that you have on your side right now and actually connect with those energies, because everything is going through awakening. It's not just humans. You know what I'm saying? The plants. Nature is also going through a shift. You know what I'm saying? You see animals now doing shit that you never seen them do before because they going through a DNA activation. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole collective upgrade. So when I talk about the cosmic alignment and the spiritual eclipse, I gotta stress this more. I can't stress this enough. Whenever there's a cosmic alignment going on and an eclipse taking place, that same energy is being, there's things that if there's something that you know you need to push out of your way, you need to call for that energy of that eclipse to eclipse that energy out of your life. The first eclipse has passed, which was the solar eclipse. So there's things, the universe will automatically bring things to your attention during an eclipse. In order for you to eclipse these energies out of your life, you need to be transparent and you need to face those energies head on, or else you're going to be dealing with it again the next go round. When the next eclipse roll around, or between time, you're going to be dealing with the same shit if you don't push this energy out now. And when you clear out that old stagnant energy that you have stuck in you, this is when you truly ascend. You know what I'm saying? And we are in the month of quote unquote October. You know what I'm saying? October. And this is autumn. This is fall. So this is the season of dying. This represents dying. Fall represents dying. This is why the leaves and the trees fall. We are in that season and going into that season. So this also represents the same thing for you, going through a spiritual death. allowing the old version of you to be shed, and as you break out of your mold and become the newest version of yourself, raising your vibration. There's things that you know you need to do. If it's something that you know you need to eclipse out of your life, it's such as certain foods and bullshit that you still eating that's holding you down in third density, you might want to work on that and get rid of that problem now. These events give us a chance to get rid of certain aspects of ourselves that are in the shadows that have come to the surface to be released. You understand? And I know people don't like to let go of certain shit, but I'm telling you, if you want to ascend, you're going to have to let go of attachments, because you can't take none of this shit with you anyway. You didn't come here with it. You're not going to leave with it. Everything in the earth realm is just there to be experienced while you are here, while you are on the planet. But as your spirit and your soul exit the body, none of this shit is going to matter. So you have to be evolving. You have to be ascending beyond just superficial shit that you can put your hands on. You know what I'm saying? The vibrations are changing. And I was just, I hope that this resonate with some of you. I was just pushed to come and deliver this message, and Spirit gave me these downloads. I had to come and deliver this message because I'm experiencing these shifts firsthand. So I bring the messages to you from a place of experience, downloads, channels, and experience, So yeah, this is not the time to be not paying attention. I know it's so much shit going on out there that they got you distracted to where you're not looking inward. You looking at everything except yourself, and that's something, and that's done by design. They want to keep you looking at everything else. You know what I'm saying? You looking at Jada Pinkett and shit. You looking at Jada Pinkett. They got you distracted with, the Tupac case. They got you distracted with this but with this engineered war going on over there. You know what I'm saying? They got you distracted with that shit. Mind you, that the same thing that they do in Hollywood, when they show you a movie scene, can actually be recreated to make it look like something real. So the same effects, if they can do effects of bombs and missiles and things of that nature on a movie, they can do the same thing in a real life situation and show it to you on the news as if this shit is really, really going on. I'm not saying that it's not going on, but it depends on which reality do you choose. Which frequency are you on? This is parallel universes. Universe A, you might have the Israeli-Palestine war going on. Universe B, there might not be none of that shit going on. You in 5D. You're surrounded by trees, fresh air, water. You know what I'm saying? Surrounded by spirits. You working with energy. You super tapped in. You on a different frequency. So sometimes when people come up to you and they try to talk to you about shit that you don't really resonate with, it's because you are on two different frequencies. You have gone to 4D, 5D. They're still vibrating at the level of 3D, maybe below. So when they come to you trying to tell you shit that don't resonate with you, the reason being is because that's not your reality. Don't let people pull you into their reality because they feel like just because they're experiencing certain things that you are. That war, whatever they're experiencing, might not be going on in your reality. You have the ability to create what it is that you want to see. And the more you focus on bullshit, the more you're going to get bullshit back. Remember, whatever you think about will actually grow bigger. And especially right now, we are manifesting in real time. We manifesting shit in real time. Especially in the month of October, where the veil is even more thin. You know what I'm saying? Protect your energy at all times. Divine protection. Make sure you got some spiritual warriors on deck. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got a strong divine support system around you. You know, for real. You know, if you working with the Orisha, call your Orisha. You know what I'm saying? If you got some strong ancestral lineage, call those strong ancestors that's in your lineage. But you got to know that it's you that's going to be the one who ultimately saved you. They live through you. You know what I'm saying? You got to tap into that energy, that those parts of yourself that you didn't even know existed. And this is what these cosmic alignments are showing us. They're actually taking our DNA to a place that we're able to do shit that we wasn't able to do before. You know, we're talking about activating telepathic abilities. We're talking about activating, you know, telekinesis, moving things. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about strengthening the solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? Manifestation in real time. I'm talking about quick manifestation. The same way you would like to manifest something that you would want, you can also manifest what you don't want. So be mindful of what you let program your subconscious mind, because whatever you think about is actually what you will get. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, we're talking about the cosmic alignment, and we're talking about the spiritual eclipse. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get that quick message. Not a long message, but a necessary message. It was just a download that I got, and I just wanted to come and share that energy, share that message. Hopefully it resonate with you. If so, make sure you hit the like button once again, man. Y'all share this message, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, I pop on YouTube every here and there. I try to stay consistent here. And still trying to grow this channel. It's still fairly new. I've been on here for about a year, but you know, I still have to grow the channel because I'm doing other things as well. So just make sure that, you know, again, if you resonate with this, make sure you lock in with me. And also to reach me, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go to email me at info@thehouseofancestors.com, because, man, listen, you do not want to miss this cosmic train. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss this mothership. It's time to get on the mothership, It's time to get on the mothership. You know, it's time to get on the mothership. That's right. Hop on the mothership. Get on. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get on the mothership. And, you know, I ain't talking in terms of no fairy tale shit when I say this. You know, it's all symbolic. You know what I'm saying? There's not just one earth. There's another earth. You know, there's another one that you can ascend to. You create it. You choose. That being said, man, I'll catch you next time. Make sure y'all lock in with me. It's God Asir, the House of Ancestors, signing off. Peace.